Alrighty, homesteaders. What I found to be easiest when transplanting, I go to the Restore for Habitat Through Humanity, and I buy these pots. I get probably 20, 30 of them for $5 or whatnot. And as you see, they have holes in them. So if you put dirt in it, it's going to fall out. So what I found is cardboard works amazing. You just go ahead, you place it where you want it. You draw your circle around. And then you go ahead and you cut that circle out. Now that circle is going to trap the dirt. And also, if you add a little too much water, the cardboard will start deteriorating and will absorb the water. And that will help from a mess unless the pot comes with a bottom, which some of the pots that I have do. So I go ahead, I take that, and I push it down in there like that. Then what I do after I have that done is fill it with dirt. And basically, since we're transplanting today, you only want to fill the pot about halfway because you want to have room for the roots of the pepper plants. And then we'll go ahead and work the dirt around the plants, stabilize the plant, and then water it down. I'll show you that coming up. Alrighty, so what I did, I went ahead, I got all these pots done. I put the cardboard in the bottom to keep the dirt in. And when the cardboard collects the water, it's like a sponge, like in a hugelkultur bed, and that will make the roots go deeper for the plants. So let's go ahead and get the pepper plants transplanted. We're going to put them in, and then go ahead and take some more of the potting mix from Miracle Grow, wrap it around, pat it in so it's sturdy and the plant doesn't fall over, and then we're going to go ahead and water them down really good. So I'm going to take my fingers and stick them down as deep as I can so I can try to get to the bottom of the roots and I don't kill the plants. So as you can see with the roots, I got good root growth and my plants are doing really well. So I'm going to go ahead and be careful. And I'm going to pull these plants apart, trying not to kill too many of the roots. And then here, hopefully you can see this, I got flowers growing on all my plants, and they're starting to bud. So shortly, in a few weeks, I should have peppers. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to place the pepper plant in here. I'm going to keep it centered in the pot so that way I can put a basket or a string to hold it in place. And I'm going to go ahead and start working the dirt in. And basically what I want to do is I want to keep the base of the plant where it met the dirt prior, just below the rim of this pot. The reason you want it just below is so that when you add water, it's not overflowing. And two, you don't want to bury the stalk of the pepper plant because then it will start to rot and you'll end up killing the plant that way. And And then any leaves you want to bring out of the dirt. You don't want the leaves buried in the dirt. And then, like I said, you're going to start pressing the dirt in. You want a good base to hold it, because you don't want that plant to fall over or the roots to be unstable, because then you can lose your plant that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap these bottom 2 leaves off, just because they're in the way. But by transplanting these pepper plants into 1 plant per pot, instead of this big row as you saw, will not only give the plant more nutrients, but it will give the plant more space to grow, and you'll receive more fruit off of it than if they're all together. And then you run out of nutrients, and then your pepper plants aren't producing the peppers, and then you basically grew a bunch of plants that you can't eat, that all you'll be able to do is pull out and feed your animals. So I'm going to go ahead and transplant them like this, and then come spring, if these aren't too big and I'm able to transplant again, then I'll go ahead and I'll transplant these pepper plants out into my hugelkultur beds that I'm in the process of building. So there we go. We have 1 plant done. I'll come back once I get the rest done and show you how to water. Alrighty, I'm not gonna do any more planting. I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 16 pepper plants out of that small little box. That's how close they were. And as you can see, they're starting to wilt because I transplanted them. And this is my first transplant. So hopefully all the pepper plants will survive. I'll go ahead, I'll do an update on the pepper plants in about a week. I went ahead, I watered them all really well, and I'll wait till this evening and I'll go ahead, I'll water them real well again and see how they're doing in the morning. So as you can see, if I plant any more, my bathroom is pretty much completely filled up. So I'm not sure if I'm going to plant any more now or not, because once these pepper plants get bigger, they're going to have to get spaced out so that they can grow and start giving me peppers. And I think one of my big tasks next year is going to be the enclosed hugelkultur bed. So basically, as you see here, I had the cinder block wall, and what I did was I piled logs in there, and then I packed it with straw and chunks of pumpkins, and then the dirt that you see on top is the manure from the chickens, the goats, everything like that. And I'll be concreting all of the blocks in, and on the front side, in between where the bed is and the tank, the wall will go all the way around, and this will be a gigantic 25 or 30 foot by 10 foot wide hugelkultur bed. And then I'll be taking this gutter off right here, and I'll be taking a 16-foot roof that will go from the gutter all the way past the IBC tote, and then the whole front section all the way across will be windows, and these will be windows, and then the new entrance to my house will be right here. So then that way next winter, if I can get this done by winter for next year, then I'll be able to grow year round in here and be able to still grow some stuff up here in the bathroom. But I'll be able to heat my house during the day from the heat from the greenhouse, and then I'll be able to open the doors to my house and heat the hugelkultur bed and greenhouse from my wood stove. So that's about it. The mountains are beautiful as always, still covered with snow, and the puppies are down there just relaxing, sleeping away. Have a good day. Live happy, live free. That's the only way to be.